Lesson 10. The final polish. Here you learn some final polishing of your pronunciation, accent, and also you'll get many hints for very good communication, effective communication. Okay? Let's go over names of some countries, how to pronounce them correctly, and the people who live there, how they are called. Okay? India, in louder, A sounds like A. India, not India, India. Asia, Asia, not Asia. Repeat after me. Asia. Asian, Asian, Asian. China, China, China. Last A is pronounced China. Japan, P loud, Japan. America, America, America. Okay? Not America. America, America. Or the USA. America, it could be a continent too. North America, South America, and United States of America. This is a country. Okay? The USA. Or the US. USA. A louder. People who live in USA are called Americans. Americans. American. Not American. American. America. American. It's a city, very old city in United States of America. That's full form of USA, the United States of America. Chicago. 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 Europe, not Europe. Europe, Europe. People who live in Europe. Europe is a continent. European. You see the accent changed. Europe, European. Okay. Dutch. What's Dutch? The people who live in Netherlands, the Netherlands, okay? England, England, not England, England, Lund. That's a part of the country, United Kingdom, the United Kingdom. People who live there are called British, British, okay? London is the capital of the United Kingdom. London, not London. London, London, London. How do you pronounce that? It's not Oxford. 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 Okay, it's not Oxford. Oxford. Okay, Oxford. So this part sounds like Ford. Oxford. Switzerland. Switzerland. T is pronounced, it's not silent. Switzerland. You see, it's not land, it's land. England. Switzerland. Okay? Holland. This one. Swiss. The people who live in Switzerland are called Swiss. Those who live in Sweden are called Swedish. Okay? Zurich. This part is pronounced as K. Zurich. Okay. Germany. Germany. France. S on France. Or France. Russia. Not Russia. 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 SH sound. Russian. People who live in Russia. Toronto. Toronto's nice city in Canada. Canada. Okay? Toronto. People who live in Toronto, they call it Toronto. This T is not very clear. Toronto. Okay. Brazil, not Brazil. 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 Africa, a very large continent. Africa, people who live there are called Africans. Okay? Africans. Africa, African. Australia, another continent. Australian. Australia, Australian. Okay. When you say your name to somebody over the phone, quite often you have to spell it because your name may be a not very common name. So the other person wants you to spell it, and that person will write it down. So you have to spell it letter by letter. So quite often the letters D over the phone sounds like T. N sounds like M. M sounds like N. P sounds like B. B sounds like P. S sounds like F. Where did that go? There. F sounds like S. There can be a lot of confusion. So your name would be written wrongly. So it's better to use some standardized words that are commonly known and spell it out. Then there's less confusion. The other person who's listening to you know exactly what you're saying. So memorize this table. A as in Adam, B as in Bob, C as in Carol, D as in David, E as in Eddie. There are many systems. NATO uses a separate system. A for Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, etc. This is very commonly used too. So memorize this table, and when somebody wants you to spell something, if there's any confusion, use this table. Use these words. For example, if your name is Neil Roy, you spell it like, my name is Neil Roy. Neil, the first name Neil, spelled as N as in Nancy, E as in Eddie, I as in India or Ike, L as in Larry. Where's that? There. Roy, R as in Roger, O as in Oliver, Y as in Yogi. Practice your name with these. Okay? It's very important. So if you have to tell your name or phone number, email address, or date of birth to somebody, you should speak slowly and clearly. You do not want somebody to write down your phone number or email address or name incorrectly. You have to say very slowly and clearly, Neil Roy, and spell it. Okay? Do not hurry up and tell your phone number too fast. Other person will write down wrongly and call the wrong person. Okay? Slow down. How do you say numbers? English numbers. Okay? 0, Z, 0, 1. Repeat after me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, teen louder, 14, okay, 20, some Americans say 20, but you should say 20, and everybody understands, 20, 30, 40, 40, 4 louder. If you say 40, they may misunderstand. 14, 40, 14, 55, 99, 100, 151, 1000. Repeat after me. 2149. This is how you say it. How about this number? The 6 zeros, that's called 1 million. 1 million. 6 zeros, 1 million. 9 zeros, 1 billion. Okay? The words lakh and crore are not used outside Indian subcontinent. Although this system came from India, but the words lakh and crore are not used outside India, Indian subcontinent. Okay? So use million and billion. 6 zeros, million, 9 zeros, billion. Okay. How would you say your phone number to somebody? Remember, slow and clear. My phone number is country code 91-253-559-6777. Try not to say 77755, etc. It confuses the other person. Say country code 91, and the number is 253, that may be the area code, 559-6777. Okay? How do you say these mathematical symbols that you encounter very often? This one, plus. This one, minus, minus. Times, not into. Times, or multiplied by. Times, okay? Do not say into. This one, or that one, divided by, or over. 5/3. 5 divided by 3. Don't say by. Okay? This one, equals, or is equal to. So how would you read that? 9.5 or 9.5 multiplied by 2 equals 19, or 9.5 times 2 equals 19. Do not say into. Okay, that's not into. It's wrong English. Actually, into means divided by, the other way around. Okay? 32 divided by 8 equals 4, or 32 over 8 is equal to 4. So do not use into and by. Okay? Change if you have been using these two before. Okay? By is when you describe the cross section or something. 2 by 4. So this room is 8 by 3, something like that. Okay? Meters. These symbols that you find on your keyboard and many mathematical textbooks and other textbooks, how do you say these? This one, this little dot, can mean many things. It could be a decimal point, okay? Decimal point like that. It could also be a shortcut for times, okay? Something times something, put that dot. It could be a full stop, okay? It could be just a point, something .com, it could be a .com, okay, dot. It could be a full stop. Full stop in American English is also called period. At the end of a sentence, you say period, okay? This one, comma, comma. This one, apostrophe, okay, apostrophe. This one, single quote, double quote, asterisk. Some people call it star sign, but it's actually asterisk, 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 ampersand, ampersand, ampersand. This one, hash or pound sign, or number sign. When you write number, apartment number, you can use that. In America, that's used very commonly. Hash or pound sign or number sign. This, parentheses, parentheses, parentheses. This one, square bracket. This is round bracket or parentheses. This one, curly bracket. This one, forward slash, backward slash, underscore, hyphen or minus sign, hyphen. This one, at sign, at, not at the rate of, no, at sign, at. When you tell your email address or site, you say at so and so, right? At, not at the rate of. Okay. Short forms or reduction in spoken English. I've been teaching formal English for a long time, and you know, when people speak, they have many dialects, many abbreviations, etc. You should get used to some. Try to speak as formally as you can. This is how most people abbreviate some of the things. I am is abbreviated as I'm. Okay? I am we rarely use. Somebody says, "Are you David?" "Yes, I am." Then you say "I am," because you're emphasizing it. Normally you say "I'm." "Hi, I'm so and so." I have, I will, I'll, I'd, I had, or I would, I'd, his, he is, it's, it is. Okay? ITS is a different word. That means of it. Okay? What's its name? It is written like that. You're, you are, or you were. His, he is. He'll, he will. Okay? What's, what is. What's your name? Rarely people say, what is your name? You have to say, what's your name? What's your name? What? Remember, not what, not huh. What's your name? What's your name? Who's coming with me? Who is? Isn't. Is it not? Is not. Isn't, aren't, are not, have not, haven't, has not, hasn't, wasn't, won't. What's want? Won't. Will not is won't. I won't go. Sorry, I can't. I cannot. I won't. I will not. Don't, do not, doesn't, does not, didn't, did not, can't or can't. In British English, can't. I can't go. I can't do it. Okay. American English, can't. I can't do it. Shouldn't. Shouldn't. Should not. Couldn't. Could not. Wouldn't. Would not. Would. Would not. That's. That is. What's that? What's that? That's a pen. That is a pen. There's. There is. This is very common. Let's. Let us. Let's do it. Let's do it. Okay? I'll do it. I will. I'll do it. And you say, will you do it? Yes, I will. Then you say, I will. Full. You're emphasizing. You don't say, yes, I'll. I'll do it. Yes, I will. Okay? Where do you use this negative once in many places? Will you do it? No, I won't. No, I will not. Also, there are some places where negative is used, this abbreviation, and quite commonly mistaken. Many people, when they say, I told you, to confirm that, they say, no, I told you. No, that's wrong. You have to say, I told you, didn't I? Didn't I? I told you, didn't I? That means, did I not? She is very smart, isn't she? Not, isn't it? Okay? You have to say, she is very smart, isn't she? The answer may be, yes, she is. Or, no, she isn't. It's very expensive, isn't it? Because you have is, you have to say it, so you have to say it. She, you have to say she. I, didn't I? Logic is very clear. It's very expensive, isn't it? No, it's not. Or maybe it is. Okay, hints for effective communication. Pay attention. Okay? Many people, they know English very well. They can read and write, but when it comes to communication, they fail. They are not very good at it. There are many reasons for that. It's unfortunate, but you're lucky. You're going to get some very good hints. The purpose of communication, verbal communication, is you have some thought, some idea in your mind. You want the other person to understand that. If you speed up, the other person will not understand. If you have a strong accent, if you're not saying clearly, the other person will not understand. So your communication failed. The whole purpose is lost. Okay? So listen carefully. Write it down. Maybe write it down. Maybe watch it 2-3 times. Simplify your sentences. I don't use complex sentences because the other person may not understand. Then why did I waste my time and that person's time talking? Simplify your sentences. Do not use mouthful words to impress somebody. Okay? Communication is the main purpose. The other person must understand what you are saying. Speak slowly. Okay, speak slowly. No need to hurry. The other person is not running away. Well, if he's not interested or if he doesn't understand, he may run away. Okay, so speak slowly and clearly. Use gliding and give pauses. Gliding is when you join two words nicely and smoothly. Okay, gliding. So, say a word ends in T, another word starts in D. With D, so you just glide them together. So, have a good day. Have a good day. Not have a good day. That's not gliding. Gliding is making it smooth. Have a good day. Have a good time. Good time. Okay? That's gliding. Give pauses. Anytime there's comma, anytime something important is finished, give pause. The other person needs to hear, understand, think whether he agrees or disagrees. It takes time. Okay? Stress the key words and not every word. When you say a sentence, there are some very important words in that sentence. Those things should be told louder. Okay? Unimportant things, not so loud. Do not stress the unimportant things. For example, I can read this sentence. Stress the key words and not every word. Did you hear? Stress the key words and not every word. This is called whatever. Intonation. That's the word. Intonation. If you want to learn correct intonation, use that software, Spoken English 2020. It's got 2,000 most important sentences, absolutely clear pronunciation, perfect pronunciation and intonation. Practice exactly like that here. English is going to be excellent. Okay, it's very hard. It's a foreign language. Okay, so we cannot speak the way we speak our mother tongue. For example, if your mother tongue is such that all words are spoken flat, when you speak English and say this, stress the key words and not every word, doesn't make much sense. It gets boring. So you have to stress the key words. Key words are the important words, especially words like not. Do not do it. Not. You know that's stressful. Some vowels and some verbs are usually stressed. Okay? Past and future tense. Some people mix up these tenses. That doesn't sound right. You have to be careful. Don't mix up these tenses. Okay? Some people say something like wrong words they use that should be avoided. Who did it? Some people say, I only did it. Only, no. Only has a different meaning. Okay? Only is like alone. So you have to say, I did it. I. Or I did it myself. Okay? So do not use wrong words. They may be translated from your mother tongue. So use correct English words. Learn verb and preposition combination. Verb and preposition combinations can change the verb, the meaning of the verb. For example, I have explained that earlier. Don't say, I passed out from this college. You say, I graduated from this college. Pass out is to faint. Okay? All right? Pass out has completely different meaning, unless you are from a military school. It's rarely used. But you should say, I graduated, or I passed. Okay? I passed my exams. I graduated from this college. Pass away means die, to die. Okay? So he passed away is he died. So learn the correct verb and preposition combination. Learn a few common idioms. There are books online, you can find some common idioms too. Write down the most important ones. There's a list somewhere. Most commonly used idioms. Idioms are short phrases that's got slightly different meaning. Idiomatic use. Down to earth. It's very common. He's down to earth. That means he's a very practical man. Okay. Ball is in your court. That means Now it's your turn to make the move. Okay, it's your turn to learn English. I've nearly done my job, etc. So learn these important and common idioms. They are very important, but they don't have word-to-word meaning. Somehow the meaning makes sense. It's got a different meaning. You should find out what the meanings are. Learn from authentic sources. I got to find out what is authentic source. That sounds correct. If you learn from 10 different sources, some of them are wrong. I'll be honest with you. Many of them are wrong. They claim they are teaching you English. They teach a local dialect, maybe somewhere in a remote corner of United Kingdom or somewhere in the United States. They don't teach you proper English, which most people will understand. Okay? Learn from authentic sources. It's important. Okay? Learn from people who actually know English very well. Otherwise, you learn wrong, then you have to correct it. That takes 3 times the time. Okay? Do not use offensive words. Some people hear something from movies or somebody who speaks some English, start picking up these offensive words, bad words, without knowing that they have very bad meaning in real English, and start using them, and that's not right. Do not use these words. Movies is one of the worst sources of learning English, to be honest. Okay, very rarely you'll find good, decent films, okay, which uses nice language. Bloody, do not use that word. It's not a polite word. Damn, it's a bad word. Okay, hell, don't use it. You know what these things are. Don't use these words. Okay, it's not cool to use bad words. It's not cool. Okay. You may hear it somewhere. You should probably know the meaning. You should know it's not a good word. I'm not going to use it. Do not point finger. That's not a good. He did it. Ask him. Not like that. Or use this guy. Oh, this guy. This guy told me. In English, it's considered to be implied. Do not use this. He did it. She did it. Ask him. You have to use the name if you know the name. Ask Mary. Okay? Ask Mary. Okay? Ask Mary. You go like this. Ask Mary. Or if you don't know the name, say, ask this lady. Okay? Try to be as polite as possible. It's important. Be polite and respectful to all. This is very important. Be polite and respectful to all. Many people are not. I'll be honest with you. But civilized people should try to be polite and respectful to all. Okay. Use the words like sorry. If you made a mistake, it seems like you made a mistake. Sorry. Excuse me. Okay. Excuse me. The sign of civilized people. So used very commonly by polite people. Please. It's very important. Please. Okay. One should learn that. Thank you. Somebody does it. The smallest favor to you, say thank you. Okay? It's important to use these words. Okay? Do not say things like, what do you want? What do you want? That sounds very rude. What would you like? It's polite. Okay? Learn these things. Literal translation from one language may sound rough, not so polished in other languages. If you want to reply to that, say, I want that. No, if you're in a shop, I want that. That sounds very rude. You have to say, I would like a sandwich, please. I would like a sandwich, please. Okay? Please. It's very important. It shows how civilized and polite your upbringing is, the way you speak. Okay? One could say, informally, hi, can I have a sandwich? The tone, voice, so soft that already people know you're being polite. Okay, you can say, could I have a sandwich, please? Okay, if you say may, that's very formal. It's rarely used. May I have a glass of water? That's very formal. Rarely used. What? If somebody says something you didn't understand. What? That's impolite. You have to say, pardon me. Pardon me? Sorry, I didn't understand. Can you please say that slowly? Okay? Pardon me means it sounds like a question. Can you repeat that again? Pardon me. Somebody says something, many people mumble, don't say clearly, or didn't hear right. Say, pardon me. Pardon me. Okay? Slowly, speak slowly. That's very, very important. Read your textbooks aloud. This is how you get fluent in English. Read your textbook aloud. Whatever you read it aloud. Just reading in the mind is not going to make you fluent. Read aloud, slowly and smoothly. Okay, not word by word. To say, read textbooks aloud, slowly and smoothly. Okay. Use gliding, groupings, and pauses. Pretend that you are reading and explaining it to someone, and that person must understand you. As if you're talking to somebody, you're trying to explain those things to somebody, and he has to understand, he or she. So you must speak slowly. This is how you read, okay? English is not a fast-spoken language, okay? Some languages in this world are spoken fast. It sounds like a car or something, a Ferrari. But English is spoken slowly and smoothly. It's got some kind of tune to it. Okay. Good habits, conversation, very important. Good habits. Use simple words and short sentences. Some people have the habit of writing 10-line long sentences with ands and buts, and however, by the time they reach the end of the sentence, you don't know how the sentence started. You forgot the meaning. The communication failed. What is the point? I get impressed by such people's patience, but I don't have that kind of patience. Short, simple sentences with each sentence a clear meaning. Okay, this is how you should talk. Memorize your favorite sentences. Important. Write down all your favorite sentences that you think you're going to need someday, okay? And memorize them slowly, practice them, say it loud, memorize them. Or get that software, part 2, the Spoken English 2020. It's got 2,000 useful sentences. Most of them you can directly just copy and memorize and use it somewhere sometime. I know about 80% of those sentences are absolutely usable in real life. Okay. Memorize your favorite sentences. When you need them, it'll come out automatically. Let the other person also speak. A conversation is two-way. Let the other person speak. Okay? I know you may feel like you have to say a lot of things. It's impolite not to listen to other person. Cutting somebody short is not polite. Let the other person speak. Listen to him. It's an art. It's a talent to be able to listen to other person and understand. Listening is more important than talking. Yes. Look in the eyes when you speak. Look the people straight in the eyes. Don't talk like that. Okay? Straight in the eye. Okay? Use right gestures. Different cultures have different gestures. For example, most of the world, yes, you nod like this. No, you nod like that. Practice that. Okay? Some people move their head like this. That causes confusion. Whether it's yes or no, I don't know. Or the sounds like all kinds of sounds. I don't know what that means. Many people may not know. So avoid those things. Or sitting like this. Sitting with your hands folded like this. In many cultures, that means you're not interested. Okay? So don't do that. Folding hand like this. Keep your hands straight. Okay? Looking the other way and talking is not impolite. It's impolite. Okay? Show interest. So, use fillers. You need to pause. Sometimes you need to think. Many people say, that sounds very boring. Once in a while one can use it. Instead, practice, well, Well, I think, I mean, that sort of fillers when you're thinking instead of going, uh. Many people have that habit where it's really boring. Say mostly positive things, very important. Okay, if you constantly criticize things and say negative things, the other person gets bored. Okay, they're not interested. Try to say positive things. Say, oh yeah, that's very interesting. Even if you don't like something, say, well, I think it's okay. But no, thanks. Try to be as positive as possible, rarely negative. Okay, that's important. If you're positive, people will like you and try to talk to you, and listen to you. If you're negative, they'll go away. Okay, avoid arguments is very important. If you strongly disagree, of course, you have to say, yes, I'm sorry, I don't like it. Usually you can say, maybe you're right, maybe, I don't know. Okay? Avoid arguments. It doesn't bring anything. Nobody thinks that person himself is wrong. So it's rare that you achieve something by arguing about little things. Look relaxed and gently smile. Okay? Look relaxed. Don't get nervous or tensed. Look relaxed and gently smile. That's a key for good habits, for good communication. I'll give you some more hints. Successful communication. You know the purpose of communication. You have some idea, something in your head. You want the other person to understand it. If you fail there, your communication failed. Maybe you said 200 important things. If the other person did not understand, you failed. So, purpose should not be forgotten. Speak slowly, clearly, and confidently. Make sure that other person's understanding. Otherwise, say the same thing slightly differently till they understand. This is very important. Do not be shy or feel embarrassed because of your English. It's a second language for you. Many English speakers cannot speak any other language. So you have an advantage. You speak your language plus English. Okay? So you have an advantage. So if your English is not perfect, it's okay. Try to improve, but do not be embarrassed. Say, slowly say, use your hands. Make people understand. That's the goal of communication. Okay? Find a friend who wants to practice English, speaking English with you. It's important to practice this different language. Your words, sentences, thoughts, your vocal cords, everything has to be coordinated. Tongue, vocal cords, everything has to be coordinated in this foreign language, in the second language. So you need to practice. Practice simple things. Whatever you say in your mother tongue, use the same things in English and practice. Use that software. It works. I guarantee it works. Okay? Practice for a couple of months and you can confidently say, yes, I do speak English, or I can speak English. What are the tricks, main tricks? Listen. Listen. Listen carefully to the people who speak English very well. Okay? Listen to BBC. Okay? Listen to good TV channels, for example, Discovery. Okay? National Geographic. Listen to them carefully. Practice. Just repeat what they say. Okay? Repeat and practice. Okay? I wish you success. Success. Spoken English 2020 software. That's this part. Second part. Practice those 2,000 sentences slowly with exactly the same kind of intonation and pronunciation. It's got British and American, both sounds. You'll have very good standard spoken English. Okay, very, very soon. That's the site you can log into. I have some free videos there. You can practice with that too. This software uses a very powerful method called memory web association method. 2,000 most useful sentences used in daily conversation, at work, meeting new people, shopping, restaurant. 10 most practical themes. All the sentences are taken from there. 21-hour lessons based on real life situations. Okay, 2 lessons for travelers. British spellings written with 2 L's. Travelers, absolutely essential English. That's what I teach. No nonsense. Thank you.